What's up? It's your boy, Mile High Hustle. Thank you for tapping in. I'm your host, Conrad. Without further ado, man, let's get into it. So, this story is very hard for me to do, man, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm very close to the family. Um, this particular family, I'm very close with the brother. Knowing this dude for over 20 something years. Very close friend, near and dear to my heart. And I appreciate him on so many levels. So I had to do this for my boy's family, man, and really show support. And hopefully we can get this thing resolved. Now, this is an ongoing investigation. His family has been mourning for over 10 years for the unaliving of their two lovely family members, Raelynn Gonzales and little baby Fabian. So, this was a grandmother and her grandchild that were basically victims in this case. It was very horrific. The details in it is very sickening, which means that there's a pretty much a sociopath out there who did this crime. You know what I mean? Now, the Mile High Hustle don't really ever advocate for anyone to go to jail, go to prison, what have you, but we're not talking about just anyone. This is a monster, man. Now, this channel is based off street and prison genre, and we very take these matters at heart very seriously. But we all know in this lifestyle, man, when you choose that path, even though, some of us are thugs, gangsters, whatnot, what have you, however you want to describe yourself, there's got to be a code, man. And I know every one of yous know it. And it's basically no women, no children, no family members, man. So that's what makes me think this isn't really a street person. This has to be like a sociopath, psychopath that would do something like this. You know what I mean? This form of violence isn't just any kind of violence. This is a violence against a grandmother. And like I said, 18-month-old baby, Fabian. And we want to see justice for them, man. This family's been mourning for over 10 years without any justice. And it's really hard to put that to rest when you know somebody's out there who's responsible for this crime. Now, this family does deserve justice, man. And I hope Adams County's close to solving this case and they have some new leads, man. But I implore anybody, if you know anything about this case, man, please reach out to the family, what have you. And, you know, let's get this family some justice, man.
We're 10 years after her grandmother and her grandchild were killed. Family is holding on, hoping the truth will come out. Raelynn Gonzales and 18-month-old Fabian were found dead January 3rd, 2014 in the Gonzales' apartment. To this day, law enforcement has yet to announce any arrest. Well, tonight, your reporter for Adams County, Gabriella.
So again, this is an open investigation, so I can't give any details of this crime. Not that I really know any, but there can't be any details in this as the Adams County Sheriffs are still investigating it. It's been 10 years, man. This is considered a cold case, but this story on the anniversary is, man, hopefully bringing light to this case so we can get like justice for this family, man. Like I said, this is a grandmother and a baby. And what kind of person does something like that, man? You got to be a straight monster. And like I said, this family deserves justice, man. And the Mile High Hustle is all for that, man, to help them get justice in this case for their loved ones.
Nadal is speaking with family and has their emotional plea.
The Gonzales family tells me that they know that someone out there knows something about what happened to Raelynn Gonzales and her 18-month-old grandson, Fabian. They hope after 10 years, they'll finally get some answers.
Who would do this to them? Especially my son, He was just learning how to walk, barely living life.
And you see, that's the mother. This is when it first happened. These are apartments, man. This is in the Gold Hill neighborhood up north, up off of like 60th and Federal. It's sad, man. It's sad. I know a lot of the family lived around this neighborhood, so she was surrounded by family. She wasn't very far from her mother or her brother. And man, I know this tore my friend apart, man. I know this hit my homie at his core. You know what I mean? And I seen the pain in his eyes that this caused him and his mother. It's just it was sad, man. It was sad. And what words do you have for a friend to like try to lift him up or anything when something like this happens? I didn't have much, man. My friend taps in with me quite recently, and he was just telling me about this and how this all came back to light, and it's back in the news since it's the anniversary. But it's been a cold case for over 10 years here, and hopefully Adams County's still taking it serious and doing their job, man. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna hopefully let them just do their job, and hopefully they can come to some kind of conclusion of what happened and give this family some peace.
Question that's haunted Felicia Gonzales in the days after her 18-month-old son, Fabian, and her mother, Raelynn Gonzales, were found stabbed to death inside her home.
A monster who could hurt a baby. There's a monster walking out there somewhere free.
She's right. She's absolutely right. And look, even when she's talking, you can hear it in her voice. You can hear the pain that she has. You can just hear that pain in her voice. There's no peace, man. There's no peace in that because the person out there still walking around. Somebody has to know something. You know what I mean? This just doesn't happen, man. You don't just go in someone's house and do something like this to two people and disappear into the thin air. So.
A question that's kept this family focused 1 decade later.
We may not get the answers as to why, but we want to know who.
Bobby Lynn and Dawn Gonzales are also Raelynn's daughters.
She was nurturing, loving, happy. She was just the backbone of the family. She was the cook of the family.
So they lost a matriarch, man, of their family. You know what I mean? That hierarchy, the mother, you know, the one that's always there when you need them to watch your baby, talk to him. Now, death is hard in any kind of case, man, especially when you lose a mother. That's hard in particular. But when someone literally takes your family's life, man, it has to be 10 times harder, you know what I mean? And not to mention this little baby boy. Look at this beautiful little boy. Look at that smile, man. How could you hurt something like that? You know what I mean? How could you hurt a little baby, a little child like that, man? Something seriously wrong with you.
He was just the glue to the family.
A glue that's unraveled as tips have come and gone over the years.
This is a case that we as an agency take seriously. We feel as they...
I sure hope so, Detective Larry. I sure hope so. I sure hope Adams County Homicide is working as hard on this case as any other case that they have on their desk. Because, this ain't just some senseless act, you know what I mean? This is a very, just to do that, what they did to these two people, man, and you just couldn't understand the pain that this family has from losing these two beautiful souls. I hope Mr. Martinez is taking this very serious, and I really hope something comes to light. I hope these people get what they deserve. They belong under the fucking jail, let me tell you.
feel, and we want to get them answers. We want to get closure for this.
Adams County Sheriff's Office Detective Larry Martinez says with newer DNA technology and the ability to communicate better, faster, and farther with the public, they're hopeful new information will be brought to light.
We need their help in creating new additional leads.
He's right about that, man. So they're talking about they got some DNA, and hopefully they do, man. And those of you that don't know, if you commit a violent crime in Colorado, your DNA is automatically taken. Even in some nonviolent crimes, they will exhume your DNA. I believe before I was released from prison, they took mine. I'm almost positive of it, which was kind of crazy to me because I was in there on a nonviolent case, or at least was supposed to be. But then again, who says anyone follows the rules? But I believe they took my DNA before I was released after serving my 5-year sentence. Man, this is crazy. So these are the apartments, man. And if you know, you know. Goat Hill is wouldn't say it's a super bad area, but it's not the best, man. There is some crime in that area. there's this is kind of the hood for suburbia. You know what I mean? That middle ground.
And with this push for new leads, the Gonzales say they're hopeful they're getting closer to justice.
If you know anything, just please come forward.
Anyone with information on this case is urged to contact the Adams County Sheriff's Office tip line. We'll have information on how to reach out on our website, cbscolorado.com. In Adams County, Gabriela Vidal covering Colorado First.
Hopefully new tips will come in tonight. Gabriela, thank you.
Now, like I said, this story isn't easy for me to do, but like I said, here at the Mile High Hustle, we want to see this family get justice, man. And like I said before, man, I don't advocate for anyone to go to prison, but this isn't even a person, man. This ain't a human being at all. This is a damn monster. Anybody that can do something like this don't need to be walking around amongst us. Like I said, that person should be, taken out in the back of the house and you know what? Put down like a dog. Sorry, not sorry, but that's how I feel. That person doesn't even deserve due process, I don't believe. So like I said, man, if you're going to comment in this, be sure to be respectful. I don't like to block nobody. I don't like to basically tell people they can't say what they want. But keep it classy, man. This family's endured enough pain. This isn't just someone that was, out there pushing an agenda or trying to push up on someone and, lo and behold, something happened and they lost their life. This is a grandmother and a grandbaby that were in the comforts of their own home that this happened to. So some monster went into their house and did what they did. Now we need justice for them, man. So, like I said, reach out to the Gonzales family. I will put a contact in the description for them. But with all due respect and all love from the Mile High Hustle, our condolences. We hope you get justice, and we're praying for peace for every one of you, man. And to my boy, you know what it is, homie. I got love for you, dog. And I just want peace for your family, my brother. With that being said, man, hit that like, hit that comment. You know what I'm doing? Hit the thumbs up or thumbs down. It's all good. Nothing but respects. Again, this is your boy, the Mile High Hustle, and I'm out.